Hey there, would you tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do?
Mhm. Hi, I am Katie Jones. I am a faith based money coach. I help equip young professionals who feel disempowered by their lack of financial education with the excellent money management skills that are rooted in the gospel so that they can steward their money well for the glory of God and for the good of others.
That's awesome. And so, how do you see your faith impact your work or your working relationships?
Yeah, well, I know that the key to financial success is Jesus. So I'm continuously looking for new ways to answer the question, how can we become more like Jesus through the way that we are managing our money? But more than just that, in my day to day operations, I'm always looking for new ways to improve and become more excellent at what I'm doing so that I'm truly living out Colossians 3:23, which says, work at it with all of your heart as if working for the Lord and not for man. And I think it's really important to recognize that to be in full-time ministry, you don't have to go overseas. You don't have to become a pastor. You don't even have to change what you're doing. You can be in full-time ministry right where you're at by loving others through your excellent work.
That's so true. We are all called to full time ministry where we are at. And so, how do you see God growing your heart for the world through your work as you are going beyond the walls of the church?
Yeah. So even though the clients that I'm working with one on one are primarily Christians, the content that I create through my blog and through my social media accounts can be viewed and reached by everyone and anyone. I get over 5,000 views on blog articles that almost always end with talking about Jesus. And so I really love posing the question to believers in general that what would it look like for from a younger age for Christians to be equipped with excellent money management skills that are actually rooted in biblical financial principles, so that they can, and then they can routinely reflect on how to become more like Jesus in the way that they are managing their money. What would this do for families, for marriages? How would this impact the church? How could ministries be changed, lives be reached? While money is not the answer to all of our problems, it's an amazing tool that God has blessed us with to be able to impact the kingdom even greater.
That's so true, Katie. And one more question. Would you maybe just share a story of how you recently have seen God at work in your business?
Yeah. Almost every week, I have a conversation with a Christian who has kind of learned these money management skills through my blog or my social media accounts. And they say that they've never learned them before. They've never been taught these principles before. And it's just really cool because I've seen how they can actually impact the lives of many individuals. In fact, one recent example is of a couple that I've worked with who, for the first time in their 9 years of marriage, are having deep conversations about how they can use their money, how they can align with their values and with their faith through the way that they're spending their money. And because they are now equipped with these skills, they were able, or they've now started tithing for the first time in many years. They paid off one of their personal loans, and now they're saving money for goals that God has placed on their hearts. And it's just so cool to see that because of our time together, they are now going to be able to go out and make a greater impact for the kingdom of God.
Awesome, Katie. Thanks so much for sharing how your work is impacting the kingdom of God and inspiring others to do the same.
Thanks.